So, hey, in this video, I want to share a little bit about what I've encountered this week. And a number of clients that were sent to me have had some credit concerns. Now, a unique thing about our company is that on our FHA mortgages, as well as our VA mortgages for qualified veterans, we do not have a minimum credit score. However, if the client needs down payment assistance, or if we cannot get an online approval, then that's not going to work. So it's not an automatic, hey, you're okay. A few of the clients that I spoke with asked about credit repair services. Now, I have a real tough time with credit repair companies. Almost all the ones that I've encountered have been shady, and there's many that have deceptive practices. They are not supposed to collect fees up front and not have a result for you. Also, other shady things that they do, saying that they can fix or remove things for you. Nobody can fix or remove things for you. Now, in my experience in the past, and with some other clients, in my early 20s, I was able to get stuff off my credit report. And that was with a lot of grit, a lot of begging, and negotiation. And I've given people those tips and had some people have success with those tips. Other times, you just won't have success with those tips. Now, the bad credit doesn't last forever. And I used to give this as an example. It's absolutely disgusting. So you can fast forward or stop watching. But if you just, like cut your arm, right, and you have this big ass gash, eventually it's going to come together. And, maybe with a little vitamin E, you're going to be able to get rid of it completely. And that's kind of how credit is. So your picture today is not going to be you forever. And some of the things that you can do besides making that decision that, hey, you know what? I made my bed. I've got to work on my credit. Let's just talk about if you've got a bunch of things that are past due and they've started to add fees. So let's say it was a credit card that had $1,000 balance, but now you look at your credit report and it's got a $3,500 balance. Well, that's because they've gone and they've added interest, penalties, and all that crap. Most creditors will settle for anywhere from 10 to 50 cents on the dollar. Call, come up with a negotiation that you can say, hey, I will give you X provided that you give me X as a payment plan. Now, it may take a few attempts to come up with what that payment plan is going to be and to come up with what they're going to reduce things for. At the face of it, you've got to accept your reality. Just accept it. Okay, it sucks. I've learned from this and I'm going to move on. And your root cause might be overspending. It might be that, I don't know, you put credit in your own name for a friend or a family member. By the way, never do that. If somebody is asking you to put credit in your own name for them, that's a red flag. Be an adult, get your own credit, pay your bills. And not being harsh, because I've seen a lot of parents unfortunately get screwed over by their children, where they'll sign on a student loan or they'll sign on a car payment. And next thing you know, the kid's not making payments. The parents want to do something financially, and either they're being charged a much higher interest rate, or at worst case, they're getting a denial. Um, the other thing with credit repair companies is I also think it gives you that pill method, right? Take this pill, you're going to lose weight, or now the shot. Man, if the shot was available when I was 80 pounds heavier, whew, my life would have been easier. I'm kidding. But in all seriousness, like it's not a magic pill, these companies, and sometimes it doesn't help you with that root cause. And looking at your budget and getting your head around what you need to spend isn't always fun, because maybe you're going to have to tell yourself no on certain occasions. But to tie this all together, if you saw my other video on credit on my client that's had some credit issues, stay away from credit repair companies. Almost all of them are scammy. You can do this yourself. Now, if you want a plan, if you want a roadmap, in this social media post, what I've done is behind the video or in front of the video, depending on how the post shows up, I have put some roadmaps that I've put together for clients and given them the tools and the tips on what to do. Now, granted, I can't pay their bills for them. They've got to do the work, But I'll tell you, when you can do the work and when you can get your arms around your finances, it is empowering to be able to cross that mountain, and in these people's cases, ultimately to be homeowners, because I've got good feelings about these folks and believe that they're going to do the work. So I'm rooting for them. And hey, if you happen to see this and you're one of them, I told you this week I'm rooting for you. Now, if you found this on YouTube and you like it, I would love a thumbs up or a comment. Send this to a friend or family member that needs help. I know life is hard, adulting is hard, but I hope that these practical and simple tips can help you and help your family and loved ones. Thanks for watching.